guess. Why is that stopped? Seriously, why is that stopped? Can anyone hear me? Hi. Okay, I think I'm just gonna have to get rid of the webcam because it's not working for some reason. Good evening, everybody. I'm glad you can hear me. I was going to put a webcam on, but for some reason it seems to be frozen. I don't know why, but it's frozen, but hey ho. Unless I maybe do... Oh, hold on. Hey, there we go. Right. Good evening to everyone. Retro Man Cave, Roy Thompson, Rickard Toybrand, Larobo G, Hardcore 8 UK, Michael Taylor, Waypoint Comics, Sinclair Research. Hey, thanks lad. Gavach Zero, Andrew Dalton, Retro Man Cave, Sophia Christina Buffer, Stupid. Yeah, this should be fun. What's tonight's tipple? I've already had tonight's tipple. I've just kind of come home. I've been drinking quite a lot of cocktails, some JD and Coke. I've been drinking mojitos, gin gardens. Shit, I don't know. A bunch of other things. Oh, thanks, Hardcore. Where was I going on the treadmill? I was going to get some gains. I guess. Right, okay, shit, we're in. Fuck. Right, we're doing this. We're doing this, bad idea. Well, my controls are really fucked. I need to change the fin. Shit, I really need to change the fin. God. That should be better. Shit, what's happened? Fuck. Rocket League, where's fin? Exactly, what could possibly go on Retro Man Cave? It was a fun night, you know. A nice night spent out in the town, and I thought, you know, I better have been drinking cider. I very rarely drink cider. I mean, I don't mind cider or anything. I'm not prejudiced against cider, but it's not really my thing. I mean, I wouldn't let my daughter marry a cider drinker, but it's alright. So apparently we're 1-1. Right. I mean, me and my friend did kind of have a plan to stay up for the big fight tonight, but we started very early, so it kind of went astray. I should say that. Kim's Productions are second to none. Thank you, John Hunt. I don't mind a bit of, like, Old Rosie or something like that. Old Rosie is fine, or is it Thatcher's Gold? That's a cider in it, that's alright. Oh, look at these guys. My guys, doing the job for me. Have I been to Berry Retro Arcade? No. What is tonight's sandwich of choice? Actually, I'll tell you what. I went to a pub earlier on, and I had a fucking fantastic sandwich. Absolutely fantastic sandwich. It was I mean, it was billed as fish fingers sandwich with tartar sauce, like beer battered fish fingers. But man, like the fish fingers, I mean, they weren't like bird's eye fish fingers. They were fucking ridiculous, dude. They were like freaking, like the batter was so good, like proper full. Like they really packed this sandwich in this awesome pub. Like fish fingers, fucking. I think pretty sure the tartar sauce was homemade as well, or well, made in the restaurant, not homemade, but. Man, it was a fucking serious like 9.5 out of 10 sandwich. It was a awesome sandwich. So, you know, Townhouse, Southend-on-Sea, if you want a good fish finger sandwich, go there. Fam, I just scored. Boom. Ah, Kovac, you need to play some Rocket League. This is the greatest multiplayer game ever. I mean, I was going to eat in the pub anyway, but I just saw like fish finger, beer battered fish finger sandwich on the menu, and you know, nothing takes you back to childhood like a fish finger sandwich. A fish finger sandwich is just the best thing. It's a proper sandwich. It's one of the greatest sandwiches you can possibly have. Ah, mwah. It was brilliant. It was an awesome sandwich. So, you know, Townhouse. Yeah, they were kind of a lot like basically fish goujons, and they were not made by Goujon John. I hope you all have been sandwiching nice today. You better have. I won't be happy with you if you were. It wouldn't surprise me if it was, Sophia, because I mean there was that Top Gear thing. Where basically the guys, they kind of went in a field and got some like Toyota Igos and like played football with them, like car football. Nah, the pub that I was in was not a Weatherspoons, Retroman Cave. Like this was proper. Like I mean, it was fish fingers on the menu, but these were not fish fingers. Like, they weren't fish fingers like you'll know, like the majority of people. I mean, a bird's eye fish finger sandwich is amazing, but this was some next level shit. Like, their battered like fish game was on point. It was serious. Hey to the other people who've just come into chat. Tech therapist Ronald Bodinger. It's your boy Smithy. I mean, I get that Kvatch I mean, I'm more of an offline player too, but this game is an exception. When am I going to start my own recipe channel? I'm not really that good a cook. If I start making sushi like I've been wanting to do for months now, maybe I'll do something like that then. Weatherspoons pubs? Weatherspoons pubs are kind of variable. Like every Tuesday, like after drama, I'm often in a Weatherspoons pub. Like, which is not a bad Weatherspoons pub in the grand scheme of things. But I mean, there are other Weatherspoons pubs around here that are not great. This is PC Demon Killer. You like fish fingers but not in a sandwich. Damn. Fish finger sandwiches are glorious. I mean, my friend was like that today. I was eating my sandwich. I was like, oh, this is a fucking great sandwich. This is the best sandwich ever. And my friend was like, I've never had a fish finger sandwich and I don't want one. And I was like, dude, you've not lived. You have not lived until you've had a fish finger tartar sauce sandwich. It is a top sandwich. This is true, Sophia. But LGR is probably a lot better than putting stuff together than me. I mean, the good thing about Wetherspoons is, like, it's cheap. It is cheap, you know. You know, the Wetherspoons that I often go into, I can get a fairly okay-ish pint of Doom Bar for, like, not very expensive. And it's like, hey, that's alright. Am I a boy or a girl? I'm a girl. Never been one for fillet of fish at McDonald's, can say. Can we get some thoughts on golf games? I really wouldn't mind doing a video on some point on like the old Tiger Woods PS2 games, because they were really fun. I mean, I've spent way too much time on like freaking Tiger Woods, what is it, 2007, 2006? Good game, especially like the fantasy courses. Boo. Wetherspoons is cheap monsterism. I mean, well, my ones are cheap. I don't know about your ones, but it's pretty cheap. And I mean, some of them do okay stuff. It's okay enough in a pinch. Let me try and... Chat's getting cut off here. There we go. That's better. Yeah, I mean, fish fingers and tartar sauce is an incredible combination. You've got a girlfriend who lives in Essex. Sweet. Hey. Whereabouts? I mean, if you want to say. I mean, I don't blame you if you don't. Fam. Oh, I can't think. Fuck it. I have to change it in a minute. I can intercut with clips of Lee Carvalho's putting challenge. You have selected Power Drive. Your ball is now in car park. Would you like to play again? You have said no. Oh, wow. You're one of the graphic artists modelling backgrounds, characters and cinematics on Wise of the Web. It's awesome, accurate documentary. I do really love it when people who actually worked on the games I play and like the companies I like cover, like say, you know, good things, or just comment in general. Yeah, exactly. Shit. Oh, that's cool, Stacey. So Colchester, Sophia. Oh, that's cool. I've never been to Colchester, or I might have actually at some point, but I'm not sure when. Indeed, I have the purple tentacle, and I have Abe's head on my car. Ham and beef Monster Munch crisp sandwiches. Crisp sandwiches is something I just don't get. I just do not get crisp sandwiches. It's I mean, I respect you, but I wouldn't fuck with you. A ham and beef sandwich, like that's actually ham and beef. That's pretty good. But ham and beef, I mean, I like Monster Munch. I especially like pickled onion Monster Munch. I mean, that's a classic. But, right, come on. Right, check out this beautiful goal that's coming up. Look at this goal. Bam. Oh, damn it. Never mind. It's coming now. I swear it's coming. You know a trans woman who lives near me, but she's a complete psycho. Cool. Good to know. Cheese and red onion relish, Casey. It's a good sandwich. It's a damn good sandwich. I mean, I was always into Branston pickle on my cheese, but now I can't fuck with it. It's got to be red onion. I've been red onion pilled. A Marmite and jam sandwich? What? What the fuck is a Marmite and jam sandwich? Cornflakes, jam and turkey sandwiches. Dude, where the fuck are your parents? Where the fuck are your parents if you're putting that in a sandwich? I need to talk to your parents. Roast beef sarnies with brown sauce. Brown sauce is kind of good with everything. Miranda Yardley. I have heard the name. Like, the name does ring a bell, actually. But I mean, I don't know her. I mean, and yeah, I mean, I know what turfs are. Them turfs. Honey and cucumber sandwiches. What? Keep the onions to my burger, not an onion on sandwich, man. Onions on sandwiches can be pretty good. Sometimes it depends on what you've got on it. I don't mind cheese and onions sometimes, but I don't know. It's but I mean, obviously I'm not talking about like, I mean, raw onion can be alright on cheese sometimes, but I'm talking about like caramelized red onion. It's like a pickle and it's dead good. So good. Ooh. But yeah, I mean, caramelized red onion and cheese. What the fuck is Barshans? Barshans is like Ashen's second channel. He does like weird food things. It's like a collab sort of deal. Cheese and tomato butties. Ooh, nice. Cheese, ham and tomato. That's a good sandwich. I like that there's someone called Just Another Cunt in the chat. Just another cunt with an avatar top cunt. You know Paris Lee's and can't say I'm a fan of her. She hasn't paid for the 2 boxes of Frozen Over she needed. Coronation chicken is a very good sandwich filling. It's not the most fashionable of sandwich fillings, but it is good. Like, I mean, I like coronation chicken, maybe because, I don't know. I think I said I like coronation chicken because I'm a monarchist, I suppose. Coronation chicken, all that shit. Pizza bagels. Interesting. Pizza bagels. The best cheese is the fucking strongest cheese you got, of course. I agree. Howdy, James. James Loveridge in the chat. Halloumi is the greatest cheese. I would disagree with that. The greatest cheese is blue. Shit, I missed the ball. I can't say I have ever had pizza bagels. I can't even picture a pizza bagel. I mean, what is a pizza bagel? How the fuck does that work? I mean, I've never even had like pizza rolls. I mean, I know that's apparently a thing. I mean, what the hell is a pizza roll? I don't know. You Americans with your weird fucking convenience food things. I mean, a pizza roll just makes me think of like a calzone. Is it like a calzone? Like a mini calzone? Is that what it is? I don't know. Pizza bagel is just like... I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. A bagel with melted cheese and tomato sauce in it. Okay, so... yeah, exactly, I mean... fish finger sandwiches, I mean, I'm a 90s kid, but fish finger sandwiches were a staple of my childhood. Craig. This shit that I had tonight was like a gourmet fish finger sandwich. It was just... man. And they did really good cocktails too. You've titled your creation The Pretentious Man Boy. Prosciutto, goat cheese and basil on a ciabatta. That sounds pretty good. Lovely little chip shops in America. Interesting. I thought chips were crisps where you come from. Jesus Christ, I cannot remember the last time I had a French bread pizza. They used to be like a Findus fin, innit? Like Findus French bread pizzas. Those used to be lush. I didn't even think they did them anymore. Wheel butter or marge spread? That's not even a question. Wheel butter. It has to be. Margarine is basically communism. Captain Birdseye is a toxic fish merchant. Well, their fish fingers are really good. When I think of toxic fish merchants, I think of like Yun's Fish Pie. With the fairly recent return to space-like combat games like Star Citizen Elite Dangerous, will I be doing any videos on older games like Win... probably not. Like... I mean, like, the main space game that I love is, like, TIE Fighter. Like, space flying game. I was never massively into it, though. If I was going... Tired Wookie, if I was going to have peanut butter, which is very rarely, it would be smooth. Did I see the shit Trump has pulled on trans peeps in the US? Is this, like, no trans in the military or something like that? Because I saw that. I don't know if there's been anything other than that. Hey Kim, love your channel. Katie and I say hi. Hey, cool. Say hi to you and Katie too, Pat Hammond. What is my favourite console ever? Favourite console ever? Either the Mega Drive or the PS1. One of those two. FIFA 98 Road to World Cup, Nick Infante. That's one of the greatest football games ever. Love that shit. What's my favourite Spectrum game? 3D Death Chase. One of the greatest games that I've ever played. like an amazing arcade game for the Spectrum that was made in 1983, and it's basically like Star Wars. What's my favourite type of hat? I don't have any type of favourite hat because fuck hats. I just don't. I don't fuck with hats. Mostly whenever I wear a hat, it's too small. Because I have a really fucking big head. Like, my head is massive. But yeah, so hats, I don't go for any hats. My favourite cereal? Favourite cereal? I mean, I usually have Special K, like just on its own as a cereal. Say that I mean, I really like Golden Grahams. But they're not the cereal I usually have that often. I have to say, I've never got on with Team Fortress 2. I see that's in the chat. It's never really been a thing. I never really get into, like, shooters, because, yeah. I'm not really that good at shooters in general. And because I like to play with a controller, that usually rules me out of playing any shooter on PC. Ooh. You had a disturbing experience. You accidentally bought a gluten-free pork pie. Ugh. Pork pies are awesome. Gluten-free pork pies, that does not sound nice. What's my favourite Butlins? I don't think I've ever actually been to a Butlins. Like, I mean, I've been to, like, holiday parks, like in Cornwall and Skegness in Newquay. They were never a Butlins. They were, like, independent sort of shit. Like, when I was a kid, we often used to go to a like holiday park. I can't remember the name of it, but it was St Leonard's. Oh no, it wasn't. That wasn't Skegness. That was Clacton. I think. Used to go there, and that was pretty good. Like, they had a decent arcade. I remember just playing Soul Blade a hell of a lot there. And I remember, like, this, when we went to Skegness, like, this one time. Actually, no, that was St Leonard's, because St Leonard's is Lincolnshire, innit? Playing a lot of WWF WrestleFest. I just remember the arcades there. Like, Clacton, Soul Blade, Skegness, fucking WWF WrestleFest. Cornwall? I don't know. Calpe in Spain, House of the Dead 2. Just spent my whole time fucking, when on holiday, just playing arcade games. Have I played Capcom vs SNK 2? No. You have a friend who's got a medical condition where they can't eat gluten. I mean, yeah, that's kind of common, isn't it? Celiac, isn't it? That's what it's called, technically. But I don't think... I've never been to a Butlins or a Pontins or any, like, mass, like, holiday park like that. It was always just, like, independent shit. Which could be good, sometimes. I mean, back when I was a kid, we went to, like, Clacton, like, 4 years in a row. Which is in Essex. So, you know, not exactly far away from home. Stop saying Skegness. Skegness, 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 Skegness. Skegness. The Skeggy. Haven't been to Skeggy in, God, ages. Have I ever been to Bury Arcade Club? I've never been to Bury. Are you mad, fam? Are you mad? Is he mad? I'm a girl, lady. I am XYT. I'm a girl. I'm a girl, I'm a girl, I'm a girl. What old PC DOS-based games would I consider playing? I don't know. Anything that people say is good. I mean, I was never a PC person back in the day, really. I was always an Amiga person. Is this the boxing? No. It's not. It's not the boxing. I had like vague plans to watch the boxing tonight, but it's on way too fucking late. Literally, I'm gonna wake up in the morning. I'm gonna go to my favourite torrent site, download the fight, and then watch it. Ideally, without checking Twitter first. I mean, the fight's like. I mean, Mayweather's gonna win. Like, that's what's gonna happen. Like. I mean, Mayweather, as much of a cunt that he is one of the greatest boxers of all time. Conor McGregor is not going to beat him. It's kind of as simple as that. So, you know, it's basically just an event where people make a hell of a lot of money. Right, let's quickly break for a cigarette. Let's quickly break and have a freak. Have you guys heard that there's a new Amiga coming out, courtesy of the guys who do, like, the vampire card? My favourite, well, the site that I'm going to is a site that, like, specifically does, like, wrestling, combat sports. It's a site called XWT. Well, yeah, exactly, Dave. Oh. Look at this edgy motherfucker. You're so fucking ugly, I can't even tell if you're a boy or a girl, so answer that for me. Here's my answer. Suck my dick. I never played Moonstone back in the day, Basu. That was one. I mean, I've played it a couple of times on stream and I thought, oh, that looks pretty good. I mean, I think the new like Amiga Vampire thing that people are like that they're doing. It's like it's a daughter board, and it's like you can get one for like A500, A600. There's another one for A1200, and there's another one that's standalone. So it seems like a pretty good thing. I ain't empowering anyone, Isabella. It's just like. XWT is pretty good game show. Did I ever play Broken Sword? I played a lot of Broken Sword 2 and a bit of Broken Sword 1. Both games are pretty awesome. I really ought to go back to them and like finish them and shit. My voice is quite unique. I get a lot of comments like that. Why are you an adult with a voice like a child? Can't say there was. Who's my ISP? Virgin Media. Not particularly special. Kind of the only option around here. Like, I only really have Virgin Media because they do broadband underground. If I had like BT or whatever that does it in the air, my internet connection would be shit. Did I play Last Ninja on C64? No, I played it on Spectrum. I never had the pleasure of playing the clearly superior C64 version. Well, yeah, I mean, it is partly being British game show garbage. It is fairly common around where I live to not be able to pronounce R's. Like, I know several people who also cannot pronounce R's. Cheers, Isabella. See you later. Have a good night. Have a good sleep. Do I know how much the standalone version could be? It's like... I don't know. They haven't actually released a price. I think. I ain't talking about any gender shit, Randall. Right, I'm just going for a toilet thing. So, you know. I'll be back in a second. Yeah, I mean, I'm not drunk as fuck. I'm just, you know, kind of merry. I'm still peering okay on the camera. G'day, tired Wookie. Right, where are we at in this game? Ah, thank you, Andy. Thank you, Carlos Silva, too. Looks in sexy AF. Cool, thanks, I guess. Yeah. Cool. Can I roast you? Never. Fuck me up, fam. I maybe think about Polish people like small brain pimps, but you're great. I've actually been to Krakow, like a few years ago, and it was a very lovely place. Like, I really loved Krakow. There was a lot of really nice, beautiful stuff there. Especially in, like, what is it, Kazimierz? Like the Jewish Quarter. It's really nice. Have I ever looked into voice training? I have looked into it for several reasons, not necessarily just to like do like transism shit, but I mean I've kind of thought of it maybe as a way to like get rid of my roticism problem. I mean I've never really got into it. Jeez, if someone says, "Hey, can I roast you?" I expect decent stuff. You're not providing it. It's not happening. I mean, geez, if you're gonna fuck me up, and I respect you. But you need to be good. Ah. God damn. Madness. Would I consider a Virgin Megastore Virgin Games doc following your Gremlin Ocean ones? I don't know really. I mean, what's there to say about Virgin Megastore? There ain't. I don't know. Maybe not. Indeed, that is YouTube chat, Deterave. I'm sure those motherfuckers are having a pretty good fucking wank right now. They just come all over their hand. And, yeah, well, that's what they want to do, then, you know, they can just go ahead and do it. What platform am I on? This is a PC. How about a documentary on EA? I've kind of thought of that. But, maybe at some point. Maybe. There's probably a hell of a lot of interesting stuff to say there. What games systems of today do I think will be looked upon fondly by the retro YouTubers of tomorrow? Lists. As far as systems go, like... I don't really know. It's difficult to say. I think 360 will be looked upon pretty fondly. I reckon. Switch will probably be looked upon fondly. Just because it's Nintendo and that's what they do. Yeah, I don't really know. Why don't I have mods? Well, I mean, thing is, when I just go on stream off the cuff like this, it's kind of probably unreasonable to just expect like a bunch of mods to just come in. Ah, that's cool, James. Happy birthday to you, by the way. No, fuck. YouTube chat. Oh wow, 4-4, god damn. I really need to get serious about this game. I need more alcohol. I don't have any, unfortunately. Which is a shame. I would like more alcohol. It would be nice. Oh. Where's that going? Guys, what are you doing? Have I done Ocean? Yes, I have done Ocean, actually. Twitch chat would likely be better. Then you've never watched Twitch. Oh, look at this. Oh, yeah. Dandare was a game I played so much. Never actually beaten it. Fucking tough game. Always used to. I've been to like Sector 5 of Dandare. But never any further. Endo Whale is an actual YouTuber with 27k subs. Really? Holy shit. That's pretty amazing. Good morning to Smooth MJ. So now I've got to look this up. What's your fucking channel?
Would you like to buy cheap rock?
Dear me. Hang on, what?
Would you like to buy cheap Rocket League keys and items? Go down to the first link in the description. Also use code ENDERL for an extra 3% off. Hey guys, ENDERL here. It doesn't have to show you guys. This is probably the luckiest 15 overdrive crate opening I've ever
Dude, you
seen.
can't even fucking speak. Did you never fucking learn that there are spaces between words, fam? Or do you just fucking write, like, just all in one fucking word? Like one 200 fucking word, 200 fucking letter essay. Some fucking 13-year-old. Shut the fuck up, kid. Shut the fuck up. Do your SATs. And go get a life. Watch my video on SWAS and wondered who I prefer back in the day, Weir or Baggio. Weir. I loved Weir because I used to play as like AC Milan all the time. Have I got Sonic Mania or waiting for PC release? I got it on PS4. It's pretty damn good. I did a write-up about it for Retronauts. Hey, Nostalgia Nerd is in the chat. What's up, dude? How you doing? What bap? It's easy enough, I guess. I don't really, like, bother with, like, voice chat. Normally, like, the commands on the D-pad are good enough. Did I ever play the Shadow Hearts games at all? I can't say that I have. I'm not really that much of an RPG person. Like, except for Final Fantasy. Sub to me, please, will mean a lot. I do any games you want. RL, COD, any. What about Ed the Duck on the Amiga? How about that one? Because if you don't do Ed the Duck 2, back with a crack on the Amiga, you can go fuck yourself. Am I staying up to watch the fight? Nah, God no. Nah. Kind of know what the result's going to be already. I mean, Mayweather's going to win. Like, it's one of the greatest defensive boxers of all time, even though he's a massive prick, going against, like, an MMA dude. It's not going to be close in a boxing match. I mean, if it was an MMA match, it would be the other way, but... Would doing an FMK on here be okay? I have no idea what an FMK is. I mean, I love boxing, James. Boxing is like one of my favourite sports. If Conor McGregor wins the fight tonight, they may as well just end boxing. Like, they may just end it. Like, boxing's over if Conor McGregor wins tonight. They may as well just disband, end the sport. Because clearly it was a waste of time. Oh, fuck, marry, kill. I get your game show. Go ahead, do it. I like this love story that's going on in the chat between Average Gamer YT and Nine Tails. Did you sub to me? I didn't sub to me. I didn't sub to you. I subbed. Please, I'll sub back. Please, do you want a date? Do you want to fuck? It'll probably be longer than 5 seconds, nerd. Because, like... I mean, like, Mayweather isn't, like, a knockout artist or anything. I'm sure he'll keep it going for, like, a couple of rounds. But it's going to be so one-sided. I mean, the best boxers in the world could barely hit Floyd Mayweather. I don't see what chance Conor McGregor has. What is the loser's purse on that Mayweather-McGregor fight? Well, Floyd Mayweather's going to make about $100 million. Conor McGregor's probably making about $50 million. Brit Gamer Edition, Guru Larry, Ashens and Nostalgia Nerd. Phew. That's a tough one. Fuck Ashens. Marry Nostalgia Nerd, kill Guru Larry. We'll go for that. Sorry, Larry. Sorry, Larry, if you're watching. It's a tricky one, though. I don't know. They're all quite good. Let's have another fag. Fuck it. Well, that sounds pretty good, Jesus. Guru Larry is incest. Really? That sounds pretty harsh. How come so many retro gamers live in Essex? I don't actually know. We seem to have quite a lot of like retro shops and shit around here. But yeah, there's kind of a lot of us around here, which is weird, but hey ho. Kit Ashton says he's got a psychology degree. I could definitely go for thrifting with Nerd. Tell us the story of my first fag. What was there to tell? My parents smoked. I stole a fag from them. And then I smoked. That's kind of it. Pretty normal. Good night, Nostalgia Nerd. Have fun in Colchester. I imagine in bed, Guru Larry would pop his head out of the covers and say, hello you. Any chance of a game change? I need some hard gristly pixels all up in my grill. Well, I don't really have all my emulators and shit open, and that would be real pain in the arse now, but I could do some Fire Pro. I could just sit back, relax and watch some Fire Pro play out. I'm up for that. I'm going to do it. Hey, very good. My favourite non-gaming YouTuber. Geez, I have quite a lot. Favourite non-gaming YouTuber. I watch a lot of cooking channels. I watch like a bunch of guys like Binging with Babish, Hiroyuki Terada. I watch a lot. Techmoan isn't really a gaming YouTuber. Guys like that generally. Right, what can I do on here? Let's do... Let's have like a current match. Let's have Cena. Have I ever seen the AWE Night of Legends pay-per-view? I can't say I have. Is it as bad as Heroes of Wrestling? Yeah, let's have Braun Strowman. Why not? Opinions on Britbon. I don't think I've ever watched Britbon. Do Mayweather versus McGregor. I don't have them on my thing, unfortunately. Alas. So I can't. Check out Flossie Carter. Okay. Never heard that, but I do like. I do genuinely like tech review stuff. Like I like Techmoan. I like the 8-bit guy. What is it? Oddity Archive. He does a bunch of stuff. He's pretty good. Yeah, I generally like a lot of stuff like that. But I do really like cooking channels. No, he never sees that well, Andrew. I know he has a lot of problems with his ears. But he does do a lot of good stuff. Randall, man, I'll do emulators another time, on another stream. And I will. Like, there will be more streams. I mean, what I intend to do as far as smoking goes, I do want to get in, like, proper vaping soon. Like, get, like, a proper good vape. Like, I know a bunch of guys who have, like, proper good vapes. And, you know, and do that sort of shit. And I will do. Like, soon. But, you know, drink and smoking just kind of goes hand in hand. When is Pixel Heaven event in Poland? Do I watch Adam Neely's bass lessons? I don't. I tend to watch Scott Devine's bass lessons a lot though. That's who I tend to go to for like bass lessons. Oh really, Andrew? Damn. I didn't know that. I haven't watched the behind the scenes video yet. Same, Sophia. I like cooking even though I'm not very good at it. Volcano is the only good vaporizer. Yeah, I really need to learn what good vapes are. I mean, I did spend money once on like what I thought was a decent vape, but it really wasn't. It was terrible. And like, I spent 40 quid on that. I think the fuckers at the store kind of saw me coming. And it was like, well, that was a waste of money, because it just broke after a day. It was like, great, thanks.
1, 2.
Is Scott the bald guy with the glove? Yes, he is. I always kind of thought, why did he have that kind of one glove on his left hand, but then he kind of explained it in a video once, like he has a sort of condition, and the glove helps with that. Volcano is a weed specific vape. Ah, I get you. That's something I'd like to get into.
5 minutes gone.
You've had a Volcano for about 6 or 7 years now. Damn. I didn't realise vaping had been a thing for that long. I thought it was more recent than that. It's a tabletop device. Oh, okay. So it's kind of like a vape bomb. Right. I mean, I know a friend who has like a portable, well, like a more portable vape that he uses, and pretty much just fills it with like weed-based vape. Kind of feel that's who I need to talk to. That's cool, Wendell. I might have to look into it. I mean, if it's like next May or June, you know, that's doable. By the way, folks, I am most likely going to be going to the Manchester Play Gaming Expo in October, if any of y'all are going there. Just had an FU. Ooh. I'm kind of the opposite, James. I feel like I'm kind of the only smoker in my circle of friends lately. I'm AC/DC Jesus. Or Jesus. Yeah, I get you, Sophia. Similar thing. Arcade Club, King Arthur. I don't know what that is. Sounds interesting though. That's cool, Casey. Just the smell of weed just comes in off the sea. You see the ferry coming, it's like, oh yeah, that's Rose. Just a big cloud just following the ferry. John Cena keeps hitting his FUs. Nope. Ah, okay, Scott. You might try it one day if they make it legal. I mean, it's not that difficult to get. It will be legalised one day, I mean, I'm pretty sure of that. I mean, it's got to be. I mean, it's such a good plant. Has so many uses. Am I on HRT yet? I'm not. I'd like to be, but there are certain things that stop me. Ah, good night, Matthew. Take care now. Hey, Braun Strowman wins. Oh, that sounds pretty sweet, Scott. I might have to go and visit it. I mean, there's a bunch of things I would... I mean, because I'm going to... When I go to, like, Play Expo, I do kind of want to spend, like, a long weekend in Manchester, so... There are a bunch of things I want to do there aside from that. Like, go to some decent restaurants, like, experience some good nightlife, that sort of thing. So, you know, that might well be a thing. What can I do now? Let's have Shawn Michaels. Let's have Shawn Michaels versus... Yeah, let's have Keiji Muto, why not? That sounds like a good match. Weed fairy cakes. You got the munchies and they were the only thing to hand. I'm sure that went really well, Andrew. I mean, weed is only ever something that I've done in, like, social situations. It always takes a nice edge off. Always seems to make things a lot more easygoing. I mean, if I wanted to get weed, like right now, there are like several friends that I could hit up. Well, yeah, I mean, Sophia, I mean, the war on drugs is pretty fucking useless, so shit will change. And I mean, like, hemp has so many positives aside from smoking. Like, there's so many things you can do with hemp. It's like a super plant. Like, I mean, you can use that shit for fuel. Don't want to end up involved in gang shit. I mean, I get that, but I don't know. If you look around, you can probably find people who like sell it that aren't involved in that sort of thing. But it's just a question of having those connections, isn't it? That might be true, Scott, but there are a lot of things that it could be used for that it really isn't. Things like making cars and petrol and shit. I mean, yeah, I mean, the thing is with like legalising everything, I mean, I don't really think that's ever going to happen. I can't ever see that happening, but weed probably will be eventually. Am I going back to Rocket League? No, I'm not. Sorry, Regin Fox, you missed that portion of the stream. In a wizardor. What restaurants do I want to try in Manchester? I really want to try a good sushi place. Because although I have a lot of restaurants around where I live, we don't have a good sushi place. So I really want to do that. Because I love sushi. So I really want a nice, like, omakase type thing. I mean, that's like the main one. I mean, generally aside from that, I'm free and easy. As I am with most of it. Actually, wasn't your president a while back like a massive weed smoker? I swear that was a thing. I might be wrong. It might be in some other country, but I swear it was Uruguay. You had a president who was like a farmer and he was like a major weed guy. Andrew Dalton, are you talking about Jiro Dreams of Sushi? Because I have seen that and it was very good. Hey Nils, good to see you. Hope all's good in Sweden. Oh, doesn't he? Oh, okay. I can't remember what his name was. I don't think he's the president anymore. Ah, I see. Batch. Thank you. I just thought I saw something on like BBC one time of like, you know, oh hey, I'm like some BBC journalist went and saw him in like his farm, and it was like, hey, let's have a joint together. He was the most unpresentable president ever. Yeah, I remember seeing him. He seemed like a chill dude, but yeah, definitely not president type. Jose Mujica, thank you for that. Saudi Arabia hash is common but very, very illegal. Yeah, I can guess that. Yeah, sounds like a pretty tough situation if you end up getting caught with it there. What do I think of the new Crystal Maze? Not actually watched it. I don't really watch that much telly. Would be cool to see some top 10 videos of your all-time favourite C64, Atari ST and Amiga games. Amiga games, sure. I mean, I don't really do top 10s though. I mean, I used to, but I don't really do them anymore. I find them a bit of a pain in the ass to do. Only times I ever end up doing list videos is if I'm doing something for Larry. Drove a frickin' VW Beetle, man. Strange things when someone like that gets president. It gets your recommendation game show. Cool. I mean, I have heard it's not bad at all. But yeah, I just don't watch telly, so. I think a lot of that case is kind of down to your like state of mind. Like, if you kind of convince yourself that you're going to have a bad trip on like weed or any drugs, then you probably will have a bad trip. Where's the drink, Kim? I already had it. I've been out tonight and I had a lot of drink. You know, you and I are barred from entering Dubai. Yeah, it's not really a place I'd want to go to. I mean, not even because of that, it's just not... It's not really a place that appeals to me anyway. Shit like that's kind of too hot, and... I don't know, it's just... Yeah.
1, 2.
These guys are having a good match. There's literally a takeaway place around the corner from my house that's open until 3 AM, lol. Same. Wow, Muta's bleeding. Places I would like to go in the world if I could. Probably the two places where I'd like to go most of all is number 1, Vietnam. I would love to go to Vietnam. Number 2, Colombia. Those are probably the two places that I would like to go most of all.
6, 7.
What am I smoking? Just Marlboro Lights. You mean Black Rain? Yeah, Jesus, I mean, when I've been drinking, drinking and a cigarette go hand in hand. I don't usually smoke this much, but drinking. Muto won. Like, I don't usually smoke all that much, really. Fair amount. But when I've been drinking, it's just like cigarette, 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 cigarette. It's a bit ridiculous. Let's have Ahmed Johnson. And let's have... Tomohiro Ishii. Okay, it's Jesus. Okay, Jesus. I don't know, because like the like surname kind of made me think, oh, it's like South American type thing. Have I ever thought of smoking hand-rolled tobacco? Nah, never really appealed to me. Oh, that's cool, Sophia. I actually do have on Monday. I do actually have a trans video coming out because it is my 2-year like traniversary. So I do have a video kind of coming out about trans, which is it's going to be interesting how people react to it. Because oh, good night, Randall. Because yeah, I have a lot of stuff to say in that regard. Like, it's going to be about like tips for trans people doing YouTube. And I don't know. I think it's going to piss off a lot of people. Yeah, I saw that Ahmed Johnson has put on a lot of weight. Like, a lot of weight. I did unlist like the trans video a while back. I'm probably going to make it public again though, because it's fine. I can't really remember why I unlisted it. It's just like... What kind of peeps do I think it's going to piss off? The kind of peeps that I think it's going to piss off are, honestly, people who are very into like social justice things. I think it's going to piss off those sort of people, I have to say, and be honest about that. It's going to piss them off. Anything Mega Drive planned for the future videos? Not at the moment, but surely at some point soon. I mean, Mega Drive always comes back up. It's just kind of not been a thing at the moment. I mean, August has been a kind of relaxed month for me because, you know, it's summertime. But once I get Heroes of Wrestling finally done, then definitely going to get back properly into like gaming videos and shit. Have I played Sonic Mania yet? Yes, I have. I don't necessarily mean trans activists. I do kind of mean like certain people who fit into a certain category. I don't know, maybe it'll be fine, I don't know. We'll see on Monday. But I mean, I just kind of... I mean, it's a positive video generally, it's like giving advice. But I kind of wanted to emphasise things like for trans people on YouTube, like, you know, kind of doing what you want and kind of keeping your ego like in normality, as opposed to like people thinking they just have to do like certain things when they're trans and on YouTube, which I kind of get the feeling that a lot of people think that way. Hey, people asked, Randall. People asked. I have to answer. I very much agree, Sophia. And that's kind of the sort of people it might piss off. Like, even if it's not like a negative video, like... yeah, we'll see. Am I still getting trolled? No, the trolls seem to have sodded off. Have I thought about doing more videos of the downfall of a company like I did with Sega? Yeah, I mean, I have a few like things on that front coming up. I mean, after this Agony and the Ecstasy of Heroes of Wrestling comes up, I'm going to get back to the Agony and the Ecstasy that I was doing, which was about the .com bubble. Which is like kind of the downfall of a lot of companies. And then after that, I might end up doing a claim. That's positive.
1, 2, 3.
And Ishii wins. Hey, Sethlin. Sorry guys, you missed the Rocket League portion. Oh, really, Raging Fox? Yeah. I mean, I have changed my logo very recently, actually. Just because I fancied a change. How about a Codemaster story video? Yeah, Codemasters is probably something at some point. I mean, there's so many things that I do want to cover eventually, it's just getting round to all of them. Take another shot. I don't have any alcohol. I drank it all already. Heroes of Wrestling, Adam, is a legendarily bad pay-per-view show. Pay-per-view wrestling show. Like, awesomely terrible. From like 1999. And it's a special show. Am I old enough to remember wrestling on ITV on Saturday afternoons? I'm not actually. I just missed it. I started wrestling in like 1991. Or I mean, I started watching wrestling in 1991, and it was like on Sky, and it was WWF. But I remember watching like first wrestling memory is watching like Royal Rumble 1991, I think, which like Hulk Hogan won. You just sent a friend request on Steam. Cool, I will probably accept that later on. I need to play Shadow of Destiny as well. I do have it here, but I've not played it. Or Shadow of Memories, as it's called here. A show so bad that not even the OSW guys would touch it. Yeah, I can think of that. I was born in the mid-80s, Nick. I'm in my 30s. Have I watched Glow? I have not. I did hear it was very good. I presume you mean the Netflix series.
2, 3.
Wasn't Alex Riley in that, of all people? Ugh, I'm getting tired. Yeah, I kind of did too at one point, Sophia. First wrestling match I remember watching, I think again I would have to say the 1991 Royal Rumble was the first one that I remember. Like, actually, right, I remember watching that one. Quite a long time ago. I can't even remember if it was actually like the time that the Rumble happened or if it was a few months after. I've not watched Castlevania on Netflix. You're almost in the big 40 camp. Damn. Have I ever seen any episodes of the Computer Chronicles? Yeah, I have. I mean, I've used them a few times for like footage. It's a good show from back in the day with oh, what's his name? Oh god, what's his name? Fuck. The name of the guy who hosts the Computer Chronicles. Cam. I don't remember.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Do fighting games count as sports?
17.
I mean, they're esports, I guess, aren't they? Stuart Chaffee, that's the one. Thank you very much. I should all. And Gary Kildall, that's the other one, yeah. Gary Kildall, what a story that one is. That's a story worth doing. Think of how that guy could have made a hell of a lot of money. If IBM had got CPM and not Bill Gates. Are the YouTube monetization fuck-ups at the moment affecting you much, Kim? They're not affecting me at all, actually. I haven't noticed any of my videos being demonetized.
10 minutes gone.
I mean, so yeah, seem to be fine at the moment. Pick up any new old systems? Unfortunately not. I did, there was this really good looking Saturn on eBay. I've not seen that move before, damn. There was this really awesome looking Saturn on eBay that I really wanted, but I got outbid. But I mean, I do really want to buy a Saturn, so I'm keeping looking on the internet to see if there's a good one. Because that's definitely the one I want to buy next.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, and there goes Kimmy. Yeah, I have no idea why LGR of all people is getting hit by it. I mean, LGR, I mean, his content's like, he doesn't even swear. Like, I mean, well, I mean, I think in all of the videos that I've watched of LGR's, I think I've heard him swear like a couple of times. How is he getting hit? I don't understand. Right, let's have one more match. Why not? Let's keep talking. Alistair Black. Shinsuke Nakamura. Paul Joseph Watson has left YT because a whole load of videos were demonetized. Wow, that's really sad. Well, yeah, exactly, Kavach. I mean, there's nothing political in his stuff at all. Yeah, the pseudo-Satanist does interest me, Atari guy. Yeah, LGR does make quite a bit of on Patreon, so I'm sure he'll be fine. I mean, Patreon is the way to go these days, as far as like main income. Do I know what Al Snow and Finlay are doing these days? Finlay is definitely a road agent for the WWE and trainer, and I'm pretty sure Al Snow is the same for TNA or Global Force Wrestling. Yeah, Game Show, I mean, I've got custom MP3s in for like the current WWE folk. I still need to like take some time to put it in for all the other people. Oh yeah, there's definitely something fucked up with it there too, if LGR is getting hit by it. I mean, I'm sure if like, I presume that LGR is like reviewing like lows, and I imagine that he'll be fine after that, because I mean, what's controversial about his content? Do I still make enough to get by? Yeah, I do. I make enough to get by just fine for how I'm living at the moment. What have you missed? Played a bit of Rocket League, playing some Fire Pro now. Probably going to end the stream fairly soon. He's gone from TNA Arcade. That was only like last I heard, which was quite a while ago. Ah, thanks, Andrew. I'm glad you think it's worth it.
2, 1.
Yeah, Aleister Black versus Shinsuke Nakamura would be a pretty awesome match. Hopefully we'll see it whenever Aleister Black gets called up.
8, 9,
As long as they don't fuck him up.
10, 11.
My favourite song? God, that's a tough one.
1, 2.
Yeah, I reckon so, Smooth MJ. It's probably based on a bunch of stupid shit. Like, I don't know if there's some tag that got hit up or whatever. No idea what caused this shit. But I mean, that's what YouTube like to do. They like to use automated systems for everything, and shit like that happens. Thing is with YouTube, I mean, it's pretty much always probably going to be the only game in town. I mean, unless Facebook do something major. Guru Larry just uploaded a new vid. Sweet! Make sure you view that. Please do go and view Guru Larry's new vid, because I helped write it and edit it. And I get half the profit, so please, you know, give me money. Randall Flag, when did I diss LGR? I didn't diss LGR, ever. He's great. He's one of my favourite YouTubers.
2,
I love the guy.
3, 4,
Literally, when I did my Duke Nukem video, I asked LGR if he wanted to do a Duke Nukem impression on it,
9,
and he did it like in an hour.
11, 12,
Guy's awesome. My favourite match at Takeover was Asuka versus Ember Moon, I would say. I thought that was a really fucking good match, especially considering that Asuka got injured during it. Oh, that's cool, Stuart. That's kind of when I started my stream too, after I just got in from the pub. Stunning. Yeah, James, I mean, SummerSlam was okay enough on the whole. I mean, the main event of SummerSlam was everything I hoped it would be and more. I mean, that was the match I was looking forward to. And it's funny going in that I really didn't want Lesnar to win. When he won, I wasn't even mad. Just because it means that, you know, we're going to see Lesnar versus Strowman, which is probably going to be fucking great. And I mean, I thought that the 2 tag team matches were really good. I mean, there was a lot of shit on the card as well. I mean, that Big Cass versus Big Show match, I mean, that match was cancer. It was awful. The 2 tag team matches were great. What else was there? Styles versus Owens was okay, but for some reason, I don't think those guys worked particularly well together. Mahal Nakamura was bad, unfortunately. What else was good on it? There was another good match, I swear there was. Or maybe there wasn't. I mean, the 2 tag matches were brilliant, and the main event was brilliant. I mean, if it wasn't for how good the main event was, I think the match between the New Day and the Usos would have stolen the show, because that was one of the greatest tag team matches I've seen for a long time in the WWE. Absolutely terrific, that match. Has Big Show ever been in a match I would call good? Yeah, he's been in a few. I mean, good Big Show matches. He had a good match with Strowman this year. And I always liked him and Brock Lesnar when they were together. Yeah, Lesnar getting stretched out made it predictable, but I mean, I wasn't even mad. I mean, Lesnar had his working boots on in that match. We hate Metal Jesus Rocks. Can't say I hate Metal Jesus Rocks. I mean, there was apparently some shit with his that GameCube video he just did like yesterday. Oh, good night, Sophia. Take care now. Oh, Aleister Black wins. And yeah, Big Cass is injured now, which kind of sucks for him. And Enzo's now gone to 205. I saw that there seemed to be a thing between Metal Jesus Rocks and GameSack. Don't know what that was all about. When did Kane make his debut in the WWF? Bad Blood 1997 in the Hell in a Cell match between Shawn Michaels and Undertaker. Although the wrestler made his debut when he was Isaac Yankem. I saw that Kovac. I did see that. I don't know what all that's about. I don't know what this GameCube modification is or what it does. I have a GameCube, but I've never really used it much. Can you please say hi to Steph, make my partner's night? Hey Steph, you alright? He was indeed fake Diesel, Andrew. And fake Razor was a guy called Rick Bogner. Love this cheesy fucking metal song. Right. Can I explain that video I put on Twitter of me saying that's cool, or I say, oh yeah, I said, hey, that's pretty good. That's an iDubbbz meme. That's like his catchphrase. He goes like, hey, that's pretty good. And I just did it. I was on the treadmill and it's just like, hey, fucking around. Where would I rate Kurt Angle as a wrestler? He's an awesome wrestler. I mean, so much fun watching his matches. It was like, yeah, I mean, used to love Kurt Angle back in the day. I do wonder if he'll, I wonder if he will be getting back in the ring again for WWE. Will be interesting if he does. Was there ever a Papa Shango Ultimate Warrior match? I can't remember one at the end of the whole Vomit build-up. There wasn't, no, because Ultimate Warrior got fired before the feud actually had a chance to come to a conclusion. Do I think this weekly UK WWE show will ever get going? No, it won't. The reason why it won't get going, I believe, is because WWE wanted to do it because it seemed like ITV was going to do like a big resurrection of World of Sport, and they like had like a one-off World of Sport thing at Christmas, and they were then apparently going to do a series after that, but the series never happened, or it's not happened yet, and the Christmas thing that they put on was a bit shit. It just wasn't that good. So yeah, so WWE seemed to be preparing something for that, but then it never happened. So it's like, yeah. I may well do, Randall. I may have to look it up. Pixel Heaven 2018. I mean, I generally want to do a whole lot more like conventions and stuff like that in general, starting with Play Expo in October. I mean, I'm sure that the UK Championship will get defended for a while, and then, I don't know, we'll see what happens with it from there. It's kind of a thing. Warrior Shango only happened on house shows, yeah. I guess there was going to be like a pay-per-view match at some point, but yeah, it didn't happen. Same with a lot of shit here from that particular era, those particular dark days. Right, Okay guys, I'm really quite tired now. Probably time for me to go to sleep. Have a rest, wake up in the morning, download Mayweather McGregor, watch it, see what happens, not go on Twitter. Sounds like a good Sunday. So yeah, I'm going to end this stream here, folks. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for hanging out with my quite merry self. On Monday, I will have a Shran-iversary video coming, which will hopefully be pretty good. I'll have on Friday Patreon Q&A, and hopefully, if all the editing goes well, Monday after that, Heroes of Wrestling. That's the game plan. So hopefully it all works out that way. So yeah, good night guys. Thank you for hanging out. And I will see you later on. Take care, y'all. Have a good night. And don't forget to watch Guru Larry's new vid. Because I did part of it. And, you know, watching Guru Larry's stuff helps him out, helps me out. And it's all good. Anyway, I'm off. Right. See you all later. Take care now. Bye.